Hi, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in today on your Wednesday to hear some information that radically changed my life. A little disclaimer, this is my day 3 of having COVID for the first time. So I'm a little foggy brained. I'm figuring out how to do this, but I am thankful. I gotta say, I'm thankful that my body is in a healthy state, and I can't say that it's not from these products that you're going to hear about today, because I'm feeling pretty darn good. And I was down one day. So bear with me if I'm a little foggy. I got some slides to get us through this, but you have been invited here today because someone cares enough about you to tune you into, number one, a gigantic technology in preventative care naturally. Also, a huge opportunity that has shifted a lot of people's lives. And so today I'm going to take to really tune you into the bigger picture. And if this is not for you, that's fine. But I got to tell you the whole story, because if it wasn't for the whole story, I wouldn't be here and my life would look a lot different than it did 9 years ago. So a little bit about myself. Let me get this little thing started here. Share my screen. Again, the brain fog is real with this COVID thing. This is my family. This is my sweet family. And I joked about finding a picture with my husband and his shirt on just now when I was speaking from stage, but I literally cannot find a picture with all of us as a family with my husband and his shirt on. So this is us. You know, my husband and I have been pro athletes for many years before we found this. And unfortunately, you know, we got the rug pulled out from under us in 2009. Got phone call after phone call letting us know that we weren't going to be pro athletes anymore, that even though we had just bought a house, even though we had, you know, our first child inside of my stomach, it didn't matter. The world was crumbling. The economy was being thrown out the window. So we sat and we said, you know, let's do something different. We don't want to work for anyone else. We got a little money saved. Let's start our own business. Any business owners out there? Well, you know, right. You know that it's fun to dream about it. And then you get doing it and you realize that you are owned 24/7, feet nailed to the floor, obviously, depending on what you're doing. But we had an organic food cafe here in our small town of Hanalei, and we were very surprised. Not only did we lose all of our income overnight, but we also realized quick that forget going on a vacation, forget traveling. You know, our feet were nailed to the floor 24/7, all day, all night. And unfortunately for us, people weren't buying healthy food in 2009, 2010. People were coupon cutting. And that was a very real thing to swallow. And we decided, do we file for bankruptcy or do we shut the doors? And for us, walking away was a smarter decision. We then got a crazy opportunity to shoot a movie. I'm just giving you the whole picture because it's very important of why I decided to look at this. We shot a movie, went around the world with our kids. It was a great facade because we were living in survival mode. We were on the hamster wheel, working 3 jobs, never having anything at the ends of the month, having our electric threatened to be turned off. It was real. And of course, someone says, hey, I have this idea, let's go shoot a movie. We jumped at it. However, we didn't get paid. And even though it was the adventure of a lifetime, I remember being in the last country in Fiji and being like, we're going back to that life. And I was bawl crying on the beach, begging God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, that there had to be a different way. And ironically, we were living with my in-laws, sharing a car, and we're there. And my friend tells me about this information I'm going to tell you about. Now, I was extremely skeptical. I never thought I would do a direct selling network marketing company ever. It was different then. I know a lot more people are realizing this is an incredible side hustle, an incredible way to get out of that hamster wheel eventually. But for me, I had only heard negative. I'd only heard, the pyramid scheme story. So I didn't even listen, but my husband did. My husband watched a video that changed his life that said, you got to look at this. So today I'm going to unravel this story. I just wanted you to know a little bit more about me, because if you're like, what am I doing here? Or if you're like, this is insane, I want to know more information. I was a little bit of both, but it took me a while. to jump the fence, to want to learn more. So here I go. I'm going to get started with my slides. Again, thank you for taking some time. I know that we're all incredibly busy. And if I could just find that share screen. If any of you have had COVID, you know, it's just funny. You can't figure out the easiest things. All right, here we go. So this is my family. I joined this company 9 years ago, was able to get the Jeep once I realized this is real. Everyone wants to feel better and we can make a little money on the side. I realized that I didn't want to share a car with my husband anymore. And there was a chance to get a free Jeep without a lease, meaning completely free. So I went for it. As you can see, I really loved it. Have gotten to the top of this company, the top 1% in the last 9 years. I'll show you what the average for the different ranks are, but this is a big deal for someone like me who had never done this, didn't think that I was a salesperson, didn't really believe that I could do this. And honestly, I wasn't pushy. I wasn't someone that, like, you know, I wasn't a salesperson. And so for someone like me that is all heart and authentic, to be able to put one small step in front of the other and learn as I go, develop along the way, I still am with personal development, that I could take a team of people with me and that we could create massive freedom for people, and not just with their health, but also with their wealth. So I've been able to live a life where I'm doing a lot more of what I love, which is surfing and hanging out with my family. It's a beautiful thing. So today we're going to talk about some key points. Okay, we're going to talk about trends and timing. I'm going to go through this quickly, what these products are and why we're so excited, why this compensation plans wins for having one of the most generous in the industry, our system, which is huge, because if you join, you want to know how the heck am I going to, you know, make a few extra $100 a month, let alone get to the elite ranks. And also my favorite part, our community. We have the most incredible tribe. It's insane. So let's get into this. Freedom. The way of working from home now is everything. It's called the Great Resignation. I'm sure no matter where you live, you have seen that, you know, small businesses are closed half of the week. Here in Honolulu, where we live, it's really tricky to find a place to go to dinner some nights because nobody wants to work. People felt that freedom from COVID, you know, from the pandemic, and have wanted to leave and be doing what they love. Life is short, right? Also, the multi-trillion-dollar health and wellness industry, the biggest our world has ever seen. Wellness immunity, you're seeing that a lot. Also working from home and the online business, huge trends right now. A little bit about this story. Now, this was an important piece to not only why I signed up, but also to why a lot of other people have joined this movement. There was a big breakthrough in 2005 when an ABC primetime investigative report, and I'm going to show a piece of that in a second, came in to debunk a world-renowned scientist for making medical claims that had never been possible. And that is that our flagship product, which is 5 herbs, ashwagandha, bacopa, milk thistle, green tea, and turmeric. COVID ain't getting me down. I got those 5. How these 5, when they come together, are 1,800 times more effective. And the beautiful thing about that is that it reduces oxidative stress, which I'll get into in a second. Stay with me, because it's scientific and I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, but it is incredibly powerful. So they come out with this study that we're reducing oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. ABC Primetime runs in to debunk and expose, because never has been possible, and they only found positive. The multi-Emmy Award winner, John Quinones, goes in there, gets his blood drawn, and his T-bar test, which measures oxidative stress, indicates that his went down 45% in 12 days. Now, stay with me, because this is very important for the big picture. Now, what happened was overnight, you know, they were on the shelves at GNC, High Health, different health food stores. Overnight, 2 million orders go through. They don't have the infrastructure to handle that demand. And over the next 5 years, they try infomercials, they try pop-ups, they try any way to get people to understand what we have here, but people didn't buy it. People thought, yeah, that sounds like snake oil. That sounds too good to be true. If you're on here and you understand natural medicine, you're probably all ears right now. But for the masses, they just didn't get it. It didn't sound real. So in 2009, they hired someone. They said, what do we do? We've got this incredible product. It literally can change the way that people age. What do we do? And, you know, the associate said, have you thought of network marketing? When there's a story to be told, you're not going to trust the guy at GNC. You're going to trust your friend, just exactly how I'm here and how you're here. You trusted enough to listen. And that's exactly why they took it off the shelves, put it into the hands of the consumers, us, the people that want to talk about it, and it grew exponentially. A couple more things about this: publicly traded on NASDAQ, very big deal. Board members, Aaron Brockovich. I mean, we're no joke here. We're open in 22 countries. We ship worldwide. And what I love is our community, our team is a growing movement of over 19,000 people. This is big. So let's get into our products. We have body care. We relieve pain, anti-aging. We have skincare, gut health, hair care, energy, immunity. We have an incredible pet product. And I got to say before I go any further that we cannot say we're going to cure, mitigate your disease. You know, the FDA does not like that, especially if you are a natural product. So I'm just giving that disclaimer. You will have questions and we can take those offline. I'm just going to get through this because I know that time is a ticking for us. This is an important slide. What is oxidative stress and what causes it? Now, there's my rendition. I'm not a science expert, but there is a ton of science if you are. But this is it for me. You put the apple up, it oxidizes after time on the counter. Same like the rusting of an engine here in Hawaii. You got metal, it's rusting. That's what's happening to our cells. And right at about the age 20, our body can't fight back from the food we eat, the water we drink, which is, chlorine and fluoride, the air we breathe, which is carbon dioxide filled. Too little or too much exercise upregulates your oxidative stress. Electromagnetic radiation, this thing that we love to hate, environmental toxins, medications, and more. But read that. This is the reason why I'm here. It's causing over 200 diseases. Over 200 diseases are linked to oxidative stress. And that's why this is such a big breakthrough. It's just mind-blowing to me. If I could sit here and tell you story after story after story after story after story of what I've seen with these products and what they do to people, because we're building the mitochondria back up. We're raising the sirtuin level with NAD 100% in 24 hours. What we have is extremely, extremely powerful. So this is what the hype's all about. Now, if you're into science, this is your thing. Also, if you are into science, I want you to write this down, pubmed.gov. That is the National Institute of Health, where you can read where we have over 24 peer-reviewed research studies. Because when that ABC primetime aired, it wasn't just the masses that saw that. It was a bunch of highly, highly respected organizations, associations, Washington State University saying potentially the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's all I needed to know. It took me a minute to try the product, and I didn't even get into my personal story, but not having money did not wear well on me. Not having enough caused me to have insomnia, to not be present with my kids. It caused me to deal with depression, which is completely debilitating if you have had it or you know someone that has. Days after I took these products, I started feeling better. And this is just my story. My husband's story is completely different. My father-in-law's story is completely different. All the little guinea pigs, because I wasn't just signing up at first. Remember, network marketing wasn't what it is now when I signed up. But when I show people this, and they see that, the NIH, Harvard, American Heart Association, Colorado State are all behind this theory that our bodies can heal themselves with natural medicine, that we go to the root cause of this. We go to the root cause with this and actually fix it by 40%, sometimes more in an average of a month. This is big stuff. This is really, really big stuff. That we're basically making the antioxidants instead of taking them. Very, very, very powerful. Okay, let's keep going because I want to get through some of this stuff. So check this out. I just want to talk about our breakthrough. This is why I'm here. This started it all off for me. And now take all the products and love all the products that this company offers. But this is the magic. This is the 5 synergistically combined herbs that become 1,800 times more effective. I love that we have patents. We have 10 international patents. 30 plus peer-reviewed research studies. See, the COVID was messing with me a little bit. Clinically proven to lower oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days and up to 70% in 90 days. It activates 600 of our survival genes and protects the DNA of the cell. So this is really to grab a hold of this. Supplementation is important, you know, our C's and our zinc and all the things I'm taking right now. But if you can activate, it's supplementation over activation. It's powerful. It is extremely powerful. Now, let me show you something really quick. This is before I get into the business. I just want to show you this. It's just a snippet of the ABC Primetime. It's just going to take a few seconds, but watch this.
Supplement, I would. And so ancient Eastern healing and modern Western medicine may soon be working together. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
Okay, so that's just a snippet. If you want to watch more, you can go to YouTube and type it in, ABC Primetime. Or if someone's not a guest here, if you could type in biohack and activate, that website shows you all of the peer-reviewed research as well. If you are one of those people that just loves to go through it all, I get that. I'm going to shift for a second though. And if it's not for you, that's okay. But I do want you to listen if you have another 3 to 4 minutes, because where I was, I never want to go back to. And if you know someone that needs an extra $300 to $500 a month, someone that would change their life, then you really need to listen to this, because I had no experience. A lot of my team, no experience. They'd never done this before, but they believed not only in the beauty of their dreams and where their life could maybe be, but they believed in having a purpose to help other people. And so now I'm going to switch a little bit over to the compensation plan, and we win for having one of the most generous in the industry. This is a big deal. Now, worldwide, there's about a 25% to 40% back in your pocket, meaning you make an order, 40% in the US goes back into your pocket. To me, that's a big deal. That's a lot. Global profit sharing. Once you get to the elite ranks, you share in everything sold on the planet. You get paid daily. And my biggest one is leveraging your time and your income, where you can get paid over and over and over again residually. This is why network marketing now it's getting pretty famous out there. People on Instagram are talking about it. People all over social media, people that you would never think are coming into this industry. And with our company, because what we have publicly traded, backed by 30 peer-reviewed research studies, because the product over delivers, 87% retention rate. That means 87% of people come back for more. So there's health professionals flooding into our company, huge influencers flooding into our company. And it's a big deal. All expense paid trips, I got to add that in there because we all love those. Croatia is happening in September, winning awards of having one of the most highest comp plans in the industry. And this is why. Now check this out. These are the average payouts right here on the left, or sorry, right, where people, what they get paid. Now, this is a big deal because when I started, I just needed that $600 a month, change my life. I was able to pay our electric. I could buy my kids a smoothie after school. And I was just blown away by me just talking about the products. I wasn't talking about the business yet, but by me just sharing the information, people want to feel better. My neighbor was like, couldn't believe how different I looked. And he could feel my whole vibe once I was on these products. He wanted in. I got the 40%, and then it goes down to my organization. I'm starting to make a residual income. Pro 5 is where my life changed. I don't know what you would do with $3,000 coming in every month on the 15th, but for me, I was able to say goodbye to my in-laws. See you later. And I moved back into the house with the family, and whew, it was a big day. I don't know if you have in-laws, but if you don't, you'll get them one day, and they're great. We love them. But here's where I want you to focus on. Now, these are the elite ranks. This is how much doctors and lawyers make in our country. Now, when I started, at that Pro 3 level, I wasn't thinking I was going to get to these ranks. But what happens is, because this is the biggest trend the world's ever seen, because most people won't do a cleanse, drink more water, stick to their workout regimen, or check the ingredients on their box. But people will take a pill. And so I watched this thing expand like this. People felt better, they tell their friends. And the thing just started growing and growing, and not just for me, but for a lot of other people on this team and in this company. So it took me, to give you some perspective, 18 months to get to the elite rank of Pro 7. The girl that I signed up, she got there before me, which totally threw my pyramid scheme, out the window. This is definitely not a pyramid scheme. 2 years to hit Pro 8 and then hit Pro 9 last October. I'm showing you these numbers not to brag. I'm showing you these numbers so that you know what's possible. Everybody is wanting to be in a business where they can do it on the side and the nooks and crannies, where they can still be moms and dads and still work. I have girls that have built this on the way to work and on the way home and then said goodbye to their boss after a couple years. This is something you invest a little bit of time, nooks and crannies, like I said, and you watch it grow and grow and grow. You follow, what the system already is. You stick with the, the world-class training and leadership development that this team offers. But if you own your own business, you know how frustrating it is. I mean, we have 2 businesses in Honolulu. I gave them to my husband. I said, I don't want to. I have PTSD from the last one. But there's no inventory here. You're not shipping stuff out. You're not invoicing all the things that you have to do when you have a small business. Now I want to shift gears to my favorite part, the community that you begin to create when you say yes. The community that you create when you decide that you do deserve more in life. You're not here to pay bills and die. And it starts to spread. I'm going to go through a few of these. These have all become my really good friends. Pro 8, this is the girl that hit Pro 7 before me. Julie Mai, mother of 4, super successful business, jewelry designer. Never thought she'd do network marketing, and now is, living the dream. Just was able to buy $1 million house on her income, which I'm bragging about, because if you know Hawaii, that's not happening. That is not happening. We got Kristen Algren. She just got her Jeep, a mother, flight attendant. Never thought she'd do the business. Jennifer Alice Murray, vegan cookbook author, same thing. Never thought she'd do the business, and now is living her best life. Obviously, in this picture, you can see that. Melody Jejorn, Pro 7, same thing, a dental hygienist. Got into this and never looked back. We got Rusty and Debbie Cottrell. This is our tribe. And you look at these people, they are incredibly, incredibly just positive, amazing people. I love them so much. We got Army vets. We got Polly Grace from the Netherlands. We got these childhood friends, Tara, Sky, and Nina. I'm showing you this so that you understand that this is very real. If you think you can't do this, we all did. We all didn't think we could do this. But we all couldn't say no to how big this was, to how big it was to be in front of something that, we never got to before. None of us were in the dorm room with Mark Zuckerberg. And the timing with this right now is it couldn't be better. This company is focusing on sustainability. It's focusing on diversity. It's focusing on the bigger picture with marketing and really, taking advantage of what the world has opened up for a company like this. So here's some of the tribe. You can see I'm madly in love with all of them. They're my family. It's pretty awesome. But listen, if you have questions, which you will, get with the person that invited you. You can also come offline and we can talk. We can go through testimonies. There's so many. Also, just think about what you're doing right now in life. If the business is not for you, that's fine. Products are, absolutely. But if you're not where you want to be, look at the business. If you want more out of life, if you want better health, just take a deeper look at this. Just be open. Because I'm telling you, one person leads to another person who leads to another person who led to me, who is on their knees praying for an answer that there had to be a better way. So much love, everybody. Take care. I'm going to go back to the bed and rest. I love that you can do this from anywhere. And we'll talk soon. Okay. Aloha. Bye.